for $300, you can make this. Okay, just the shell. Okay, not the seat, not the motor, not the depth finder. Okay, but just a great stable kayak that you can paddle, and you can put a trolling motor behind it. Okay, or you can fish out of that. Okay, I got sick of fishing out of that, so I built this, and I'll show you how. All right, guys, so here's how you're going to build this kayak. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Home Depot and you're going to get the pink rigid insulation board, 2 inches thick, or go to Lowe's and get the blue board. Okay, either one of those will work. Okay, you've got 4 sheets of that. Okay, the first sheet, okay, which you can see right here, you're going to cut 3 foot, and then you're going to make 3 4-inch strips right here. If you want to make pontoons like I did on the back of your boat, you'll cut out an 18-inch box right here. It's your first board. Okay, second board, what we're going to do is we're going to make the nose piece. It's right here. You're, again, 36-inch piece. You're going to make a nose piece here. Okay, that's going to go right up here. Okay, and then you're going to start working on the second layer. Second layer, okay, 4-foot section. Again, go ahead and cut that 18-inch piece. It's basically going to go right here. And then go ahead and cut out 2 6-inch pieces right here. Those are going to be your running boards on the bottom of the boat. Okay, third sheet. Okay, again, we're working on our second layer. Okay, you're going to cut an 8-foot piece out right here to match the nose piece you did on the first piece. Those joints will overlap. Okay, for strength, okay, you're going to use great bond or great stuff, okay, to bond those things together. And then with what you have left over, go ahead and cut yourself out 4 triangles, okay, which will fit right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give you 7 layers. That'll give you your running boards. Okay, that'll give you your first layer. That'll give you your second layer. That's 3. And then you got 4 triangles on that. Okay, and then with this board right here, you're just going to cut out 4-inch strips. Okay, so you'll get 12 of those, and then you got your 3 from your first board, 15. You got 15 strips to build this up. Okay, you'll need basically 8. So 4 on each side to do that, and you'll need another 2, okay, which is 10, and then you'll have 5 strips left over, okay, to do the back or anything else that you want to do in the boat, okay. This boat will cost you about $300 to make without accessories. Make sure that you overlap the joints, okay. As you can see, this is our first layer, okay, and this right here is our second layer. The joint's going to be right there. Okay, instead of making the joint the same, that'll make it really, really strong. And then, of course, you have your list of materials that you're going to need to do this thing. You're going to need 4 pieces of 2-inch thick foam Mylar. Okay, $40 a board. That's $160. You're going to have 10 cans of great stuff. That's $4 a can. That's $40. So we're up to $200. You're going to need a sheet of plywood, 1/2 inch. And the only reason I say that is because you can't screw into foam. So there's going to be some strategic places where you might put some plywood. I put a piece of plywood, actually carved out a place for it. But I put a piece of plywood along the side rails so I could screw cleats and things like that in. I also used that plywood to make the back really, really strong, because I knew I was going to put a 52-pound thrust motor on there. So you'll want to get a piece of plywood. Just use it, wherever you think you need it. If you want to do hinges or a door or whatever, okay, that's what that's for. And the great stuff does bond the plywood well, okay, to the foam. and then 2 gallons of Type Bond 2 glue, which is outdoor grade. You can get 3, but it's more expensive. You should be able to get the 2 for $17 a gallon. You'll probably need 2 gallons of that unless you use a really heavy canvas type um, cloth on your poor man fiberglass, which I did. I used 3 gallons, but if you used, like some bed sheets or something like that, I think you could get by okay with 2 gallons. I think 2 gallons would be plenty. But if you use, something that has a weave in it or something like that, it's going to suck the glue up like crazy, which I found out in my build. Okay. Also, with my build, because I used a canvas, I didn't get a smooth finish on the outside. If you use sheets, okay, you would get a nice smooth finish on the outside. You're going to want a package of bamboo skewers to use as nails. Remember that great stuff, as it dries, it expands. It'll move your foam all over the place. So, once you get your foam in place where you want to put some skewers in, okay, to make sure that that foam doesn't move as it dries. And you're going to need some cloth, you know, from home, whether that's a bed sheet or a canvas like I used. Okay, that should be free. Just find something in your house. And then, of course, the total cost of this thing is going to be about $300, and that should include tax. Now, saying that, we all love our kayaks. So after you get this really, really stable base done and you have it painted with the Oops paint, okay, that's up there, it should only cost you about $9 at Home Depot. Then what you're going to need to do is maybe get some spray paint. I camoed mine. Okay, you might want to. Obviously, you're going to want to put a boat seat on there. So, there's a million ways you can do that. Figure that's your preference. Probably depth finder, trolling motor. I have a 52-pound thrust. Okay, on mine, and that's a great size motor for this boat. But go ahead and check out my videos, and you can see how I made this boat.